Otto Kiliomaki. Do you believe having a deload week is necessary for a hypertrophy-oriented bodybuilding individual? Thanks.
Yes, it is. I think a deload week is important for any athlete, any strength athlete. It's not just a time to rest your muscles, but it's also a time to rest your nervous system and rest your mind. Sometimes a lot of people, when they're consecutively going to the gym 4, 5, 6 times a week for months on end, starts to become very monotonous, and your motivation starts to dip a little bit. So taking that week off mentally, it'll get you hungry again. So you take that week off away from the weights, and then you'll notice you're itching to get back into it, and it's going to give you a whole boost of motivation. So it's good for your muscles, good for your nervous system, it's good for your mind also.
So this one comes from Mark Villardell. Doing 2 days a week of conditioning work mixed with 4 days of strength hypertrophy workouts, could this slow down muscle growth?
No, it's not going to slow down muscle growth. Well, actually, you tell me. If you're making progress with it, then no, then it works. But if you're wanting to start that and you're asking me if it's going to slow down muscle growth, no, it's not. Do your conditioning. Don't be afraid of conditioning. Everyone's so afraid of conditioning. It's going to zap my muscle gains. Take care of your heart and lungs. They're pretty important.
KMac15 says, 1. Alan, you're the fucking man. 2. What's your opinion on the Bulgarian Method for Strongman?
Try it. If it works, then it works. I don't think that there's one way to do things. There are multiple ways to get strong, and if you're able to recover from that, if your lifestyle allows you to get enough sleep, get enough food, get an adequate amount of time to train, then yeah, I think it could work.
All right, Richardson_Brandon. Will we ever see you at the SuperTraining gym, ever?
Yes, I'd like to go over there and do a YouTube video with Silent Mike and Mark. I'm training for an Olympic weightlifting meet right now, so it's a powerlifting gym. So maybe once I stop this Olympic weightlifting and transfer back over to Strongman powerlifting, then yeah, I'd like to go over there and make a video, or at least just lift with them, even if I don't make a video. But yes, someday I will be at SuperTraining.
Viliki. How should I diet if I'm trying to lose body fat, but at the same time increase, at least maintain strength, squat, deadlift, bench press?
I am not a nutritionist, and I will admit that. I can help you with your squat and your bench press, but I'm not a nutritionist. So go to someone who knows what they're talking about, or who has a lot more experience than me as far as like diet plans. But just a good rule of thumb, something I've done in the past and it's worked for me, is carbohydrate manipulation. So changing the times that you eat. So food timing, more so than just a general cut out carbs. Start eating carbs in the morning, your majority of your carbs in the morning, as well as around your training time. So before training and after training. And cut out carbs throughout the rest of the day. So use your carbs for energy at the times you're training, and don't eat them when you don't need them. So just adjusting when you eat your carbs. Food timing is important.
Alright, so this one is from Furrier Tuck. How has your philosophy on training changed over time? Are there principles used to abide by that you no longer adhere to? Why?
Not really any principles that have changed, but one thing that I've really noticed was that a while ago, when I was in the Marine Corps, all I cared about was lifting weights. That was all I ever spent. Any off time I had was centered around lifting weights. My job in the Marine Corps was fairly easy, so all of my energy went towards lifting. That's all I cared about, and I got really fucking strong, and my gains were continuous. I felt like I could do anything. Now that I'm a business owner, I'm running Untamed Strength. I'm dealing with all the stuff that goes along with owning your own business. I'm training other people. I'm making YouTube videos. My energy is being spent in a whole bunch of areas, not just training. So when I got out of the Marine Corps and I started this, I thought I'm just going to continue training like I normally train, and everything will be fine. But I noticed that I was getting weaker, and I was, I guess, overtraining or maybe under recovering. So now that I am putting my energy into so many other things, I really have to monitor what I'm doing in the gym. I can't afford to put all of my energy into training because then my business is going to fall apart. And if I put all of my energy and effort into the business, I'm not going to get stronger. So I have to balance that. So that's something I've learned through experience is balancing my energy in life.
Maylor 65. Can I have your babies? This one is from Alex 237. How do you maintain healthy shoulders while performing pressing movements? Is there a pressing pulling ratio that you follow?
Yes, I pull as much, if not more, than I press, meaning more often. A good rule of thumb that I use in my training is anytime I do vertical pressing, so overhead press, I would do as much or more vertical pulling that day, so pull-ups, any grip. If I'm doing horizontal pressing, so bench press, I'll do as much or more rowing movements. Horizontal rowing movements, horizontal press, horizontal rowing movements, dumbbell rows, barbell rows. So I pull more, as much or more than I press, as often.
There you go.